I'm feeling numb. And I wish I weren't, but I am. And I'm also feeling just really confused.
Just exhausted with continuing to open the newspaper or turn on the TV and seeing another person of color killed.
Facilitation is a critically important lawyering and human skill. And in a world where genuine political dialogue is ever more rare, trained facilitators can often help create spaces for citizens to engage in conversations that help promote mutual learning, that build understanding, and that build empathy. At the Harvard Negotiation and Mediation Clinical Program, we saw a need for teaching resources that would inspire educators, students, and citizens to bridge these hard divides. And so we created this video of an unrehearsed dialogue on police-community relations facilitated by two professional facilitators.
This week is a particularly poignant one to be having this conversation because we've had instances where people were killed in Louisiana and in Minnesota, and then also in Dallas. And so that really brings it to a head, and I think for me and for Toby makes the importance of this opportunity really stand out.
Our work has shown that when citizens have opportunities to participate in well-facilitated dialogues, everyone benefits.
Not impacted by Ferguson, and I grew up in Massachusetts. I live here now. I have a son. I never worry about him running into the police, and I feel horrible about that.
I was trained by the United States Department of Justice to racially profile. I realized that while I was well-intentioned, I was in a system that was flawed.
I think as I was growing up, I've always struggled with having a voice about that because it's kind of been ripped aside from me. It's like, no, you're one of the good minorities, which then places me against all other people of color when I identify as a person of color.
We just have to really rethink the way we're looking at these issues.
In the second part, I interview Toby and Danielle about various choices they made when preparing for the dialogue, and then about choices they made at various key moments in the dialogue itself.
And so that conflict, I didn't know how it could be wrapped up.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't go there.
Yeah. And I think the point that you made, Danielle, raises a really interesting question for me. I mean, I do think there is a distinction between them.
The post-dialogue interview gave us a rare inside view of how facilitators prepare for hard conversations and how they think about challenging moments in the room.
For a third person, I was like, that is true.
I was a little bit like, whoa, what is going on? What is he doing? I did not feel totally comfortable with him putting Erica on the spot like that, actually. Just because I felt a little bit protective of her. And I think in the moment I didn't really know what to do.
This two-part video will be available soon for educators, facilitators, community leaders, and practitioners.